Very interesting light here. Manker LADvn. Alright? Has a built-in battery pack. Makes a great rechargeable keychain light. You recharge the light via included micro USB cable. It comes in two different colors. Red is exclusively made for XPG3 cool white only. The Nichias 219C I have on the right here is mated to the black color only. It's a 4000 Kelvin higher CRI. The factory 219C version makes 185 lumen. My version 285 lumen, so you get an extra 100 lumen. The XPG3 version starts out with the factory at 200 lumen. My version 350. You have 150 extra lumen. So it's a good light. It has a very interesting UI. All right, it's kind of a love it or hate it. And let me demonstrate. You press to turn the light on, and then every single press goes through different constant brightness level. So the slow, medium, high, and then another press give you that initiate the two red light. By the way, the white light is focused via an optics, okay? So it's a decent optic with a nice beam. So you press and hold to turn the light off, right? That's that. However, there's another group. There's a constant brightness group, and then there's a disco group. Let me show you the disco group. Turn the light on. If you double click, it goes into the disco group. That's strobe. After strobe, you get this constantly blinky blue light here. It's kind of like a locate me function. You see here how the LED on this black one is not lit up, but the blue LED under the button is lit up here. So if you have it on this function, you leave it on your bed stand or wherever it is, you always be able to locate your keychain light, which is very neat. A single click again will give you the next disco level, which I think looks to me like SOS. Another click will give you this slow blink, okay, and then strobe, and then that blue light, okay. It always goes in a circle, and then that SOS, slow blink, strobe, right? If you press and hold, it turns it off. Okay, single click turns it back on. And when it turns back on, it turns back into the constant brightness level. So unless you double click, you cannot access the disco level. It will always default to the constant brightness level. And let's pretend I left this light on the constant red. Press and hold to turn it off. And if I press and hold, it will turn back on to red. So it has mode memory in the constant brightness level, right? Look, low, medium. If I turn the light off on medium by press and hold, if I click to turn it back on, it will always be on medium. So that's a very good user interface. Disco, double click. And you have to double click relatively fast. And then now you're in the disco level. I find the blue locating as part of the disco mode interesting. All right. Remember, press and hold to turn it off. And once it's off, it's back to the constant level, brightness level. So it's a very nice, interesting user interface. Like it or hate it, I got used to it real quick, so I don't think it's that bad. All right. The packaging is okay. It comes with a user manual, which you might want to read if you didn't get all that. I did on the if you didn't get all that, I demonstrated it in the video. It's a pretty decent size. I opened the slide up, and I found the battery pack to be quite large for this type of light. This light is $35 each. It sounds a little expensive, but it's really not that bad compared to other much more expensive keychain lights. The build quality is decent. There's O-rings everywhere to prevent, to keep it relatively waterproof, water resistant. The anodization is not very strong. You can scratch it easily when it's on your keychain. So I have one on my keychain, works great, gets scratched easily, but you know, it's okay. Build quality is alright. It's not the best. Manker, build quality wise, in terms of machining and anodization, they're kind of where Subbeam used to be. Alright, Subbeam is now Acebeam, and Acebeam stepped up their game. Subbeam used to be okay, and that's kind of where Manker is. They make great light, great innovation, okay? Like the U21 is a very popular light that I sell. It's one of the best-selling light I'm currently carrying actually, and I believe that this light will sell very well. It's already selling very well, but I think it will continue to sell very well because it's a decent price for a very good user interface, and 350 lumen with the cool white is pretty good. I would recommend the cool white version over the neutral white, just because in this light I kind of like the extra output. All right, it's a good light. Okay. What can I say about it that I don't like? I guess they can make it a little smaller. They really wanted to put in a big fat lanyard loop here, so they made it a little longer than it needs to be. But it's alright. It's not too big. It's not too heavy. The 2 red light, I don't really use the red light, so I don't find that useful. But it might be useful for you, actually, to read maps or not blow away your vision with the 2 red LED here. So it's kind of a complex light with decent feature for the money. So, okay. That is all. Thank you, guys.